Hey guys, it's Sensei Mew2123445 back for some more Let's Play Oblivion. In the last episode, well, gee, the last episode was quite a long time ago. What were we doing? Oh right, we just ended the part of the main quest I wanted to finish, and now we're going to continue on with the Mages Guild at last. I have done a whole lot off screen since the last time we saw each other. Just to give you a bit of an idea, let's go over to my skills here if we don't lag out. And I'm going to show you, see our intelligence and willpower is much higher. We are level 17, as you can see. And look at all of the skills I have raised to 100, and I've raised Blade to 50 and Armor to 52. So I have done a crap ton of leveling off screen, and I have also learned a plethora of spells since the last time we saw each other. See, look at all that. It took me that long to get down to the bottom of all the spells I've created since we last saw each other. So I'll describe those spells as I use them. And I've also collected all of the Master Alchemy apparatuses.
Greetings, apprentice.
For my Master Alchemy skills. And let's see. Dang. The guy I want to talk to apparently is not awake right now. Let's see. We want to go to none of those. So I guess we'll just have to wait until morning here, because the person I want to talk to right now is apparently sleeping. Because they're unlike me, who waits hours and hours and hours instead of sleeping like most people would. Alright, an apprentice of sneak is critical damage. And we're going to talk to Raminus Polis.
I have a new task for you.
Do you? Let's talk about that. So, tasks.
Before you begin, we must first discuss your advancement within the guild.
Okay, well, what about that then?
In accordance with guild rules, you now qualify for the rank of journeyman. May you wear your rank well.
Well, that's cool. Apparently I get nothing special for that. Half the time when you rank up, you get additional things. Apparently not that time. Let's talk about our tasks.
The Council is investigating what happened at Wellspring Cave. Many of our resources are devoted to the task, leaving our ranks spread thin. There is a related book that needs to be recovered. It was recently loaned to Janice Hasseldor, the Count of Skingrad. I'd like you to retrieve it. I understand this may not seem the most important of tasks, but still, it needs doing, and you are one of the few available to do it. A note of caution. Skingrad is an unusual place. Be prepared for the unexpected.
Alright, so apparently we have to go get a book. Just another tiny little errand, but I guess if they really have no one else to do it, well, let's get some info on Janice Hasseldor before we go.
The Count is a reclusive man, and sometimes difficult to see. Hopefully, your status as a representative of the guild will aid you. Speak with the castle steward when you arrive.
Perfect, then let's go to Skingrad. Oh wait, and one other thing I should show. I have the blue waypoint up right now because I want to show the retrieval of one of the rarest items in the game. If we can move to my map, please. There we go. So what we're going to want to do here is we're going to go to Anvil and see that blue marker that's marked where the item is. You would not think to search for this stupid thing. It's a helmet called Gleam that we're going to go pick up really quick. But this thing is just out here in the middle of nowhere underneath an ocean, and you would not expect anyone to be able to find it. But I found it using GameFAQs. But aside from that, we've found it, so we're going to go pick it up. I do believe it has some useful enchantments. I don't remember what enchantments it has exactly, because I didn't want to pick it up off screen, since it's something that I should probably show on screen, seeing as it's kind of a hard thing to find. You know, even with a guide, it's extremely difficult to locate, so hang on here. We're going to want to pull out a water breathing spell, I can tell right now. So let's go to self spells. See, I've made so many spells, that's pretty much more useful to just go to these separate things. And okay, I'm going to equip that spell, which I have named Gillyweed. Most of the spells I have created, I have named after, like, spells or other things related to that out of shows or movies. Like, Gillyweed is obviously out of Harry Potter, so let's just head over in this direction towards our blue marker. And here we are at the ocean. Now what we need to do is go around this island we see here. I'm going to cast our water breathing spell. This will allow us to, yes, breathe underwater, like you couldn't figure that out. And oh, I'm still wearing my armor of chameleon. It's not exactly the best chameleon effect. And of course, as you can probably tell, I'm wearing boots that allow me to walk on water, so luckily, when you are walking on water, you can still dive if you want just by pushing down against the water. Like so. And now we are going to go and find Gleam. It is somewhere down here. We should be able to find it right about here. Okay, so here we are. Let's get out a light spell. If we have one equipped, I guess not. Let's find ourselves a light spell. This will do. Now we can see there is Gleam right here in the middle of nowhere underneath the ocean. We're going to pick that up. And it just so happens I don't have a helmet right now, so we will go ahead and wear that. What does it do? It is a glass armor, light armor of course. And it has water breathing, night eye, and detect life. Those are some pretty useful effects. I kind of don't like the Night Eye effect. I'm not exactly a fan of Night Eye for obvious reasons. I mean, look at all this blue stuff. But I mean, I guess it could be useful in some situations. Like, obviously seeing in the dark is what it's meant for, but all this blue hurts my eyes. So, I don't know if it hurts yours or if it's just a thing that I don't like personally, but yeah. And obviously, as you can see right now, I am wearing a piece of armor that has turned me invisible, and I found all kinds of elven armor, as you can probably see. Let's see, what am I looking for? I am looking for Red Wave. I want to equip this. Mainly, it's not a very strong chameleon effect that I have equipped right now. Like, enemies will still be able to detect me fairly easily. Basically, I have it like this so that I can see through my shield. So, like when I hold up my shield here, you can see through it because of the chameleon effect, and that's why I find pretty useful about it. Hey, 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 hey. Stupid mud crab of doom. At any rate, let's take off Gleam, because this is really hurting my eyes. Ah, much better. Okay. Well, I'm sure that might be useful to some people. I just really don't like that. Oh, come on. I want to remove this marker here. And now we are going to go to Skingrad, I hope. I guess there are other mud crabs around here that we'll have to deal with. Hello? Mud crabs. My Storm Atronach will find them. Here is the Storm Atronach. He is actually... I never used the Storm Atronach in my last file, and I used to say that Daedroth is the most useful summon. I'd actually say that the Storm Atronach kind of trumps the Daedroth, because it does the exact same things that the Daedroth does, has no weaknesses, and it has ranged attacks, so pretty much has everything all in one combo of awesome. So let's see, now that we've moved away from wherever that mud crab was, we can go to Castle Skingrad, and we need to talk to the steward in order to talk to Count Janus Hasseldor. Conjuration magic is turn undead spells that cause undead enemies to flee, although really, in all honesty, turn undead spells won't exactly be used all that often, because really, who wants the enemies to run away? Why not just fight the enemy like a man? Okay, let's go in here, and we need to apparently go over in this direction if we're allowed. If not, we can use a certain spell that I created. I guess we shouldn't do it, though, seeing as we could easily do it otherwise. So I guess we'll just have to wait until morning again, because everyone's asleep. We're going to go stare at the gate for 8 hours. How's that sound, guys? Alright, bam, it's next day. And now we need to go here. Mysticism magic is spells that will remove magic effects from you or others. I guess that's one thing useful about mysticism. You know, I take it back. Detect life is not the only thing useful in mysticism, but still.
Yes.
What's going on
The other
with you?
spells of magic are much more practical. So many people talking at
the
once.
Mages Guild, you say? Oh, the Count is quite aware of your presence here. He simply has no interest in granting you an audience at this time. Now that I've seen you myself, I can't say that I blame him.
Wow,
Nevertheless,
guys.
I shall endeavor to change his mind on the subject. Return tomorrow. Perhaps he will see you then.
All that conjuring is...
Sheesh. So condescending. Or has no interest in aiding me at this time, whatever. We will just wait 24 hours and that will change. We're going to stare at the gate for an entire day. How's that sound? Boo, waiting for the hours to pass. Who sits and stares at gates for an entire day? Seriously, the people of Elder Scrolls, they have some dedication to their adventures. Alright. Now let's go back in here.
Citizen.
Oh, hello, guard that did not allow me to open the door because he just happened to pop up as I pressed A. Guards, you're supposed to make yourselves useful. Now we'll talk to you again.
You there. I have an update for you. The Count has agreed to see you, but not here. He wishes to meet you north of the cursed mine outside of town, after 2 a.m. It would be wise of you to be on time. Follow the road west out of Skingrad, through the high pasture. The mine entrance is south of the road. The Count will meet you just outside it.
Alright, sounds a little fishy. Usually people wanting to meet you in desolate places at certain times, you know. At any rate, I guess we'll just travel out there. The weight of your boots affects how well you sneak. In Skyrim, it's the weight of your entire armor, so keep that in mind if you're playing that game. Hurry up and load, I want to do things. I want to show off all the new spells and abilities I've created. Let's see. How about... Well, let's just go in the direction of our green arrow, shall we not? I guess we will just stand out here until 2 a.m. So, let's go ahead and just wait even longer. We're doing a lot of waiting this episode. Sheesh. Ask me to do things, will you? Okay, we still must wait even longer. So it's 5. Let's wait about 6 more hours. We want to appear at exactly 1 a.m. and then we're just going to have to do a whole lot of standing around. Alright, excuse my sucky math at the moment. Alright, now we're just gonna...
Well, you're early, mage. I'm afraid I misled you. The Count won't be arriving. In fact, he doesn't even know you're here. We're not about to let the Guild interfere with our plans, an account or otherwise. So, you'll have to die.
Alright then.
We'll put your body to good use, I assure you.
You really believe you're a match for me? Have fun with that, chameleon! Ha 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 ha! You can't see me anymore! Now I'll just go ahead and summon this thing, and you'll have fun with that. Meanwhile, I will slice you to bits with my sword. Ha ha! While that thing wreaks havoc on everyone else. Zap you with this. Oh shoot, that was Janus Hasseldor. Well, you just need to watch where you're standing, sir. Alright, you are dead.
You impossible fool. What possessed you to think I would suggest a meeting here, of all places?
Well, I did think it was
At least
suspicious.
your gullibility served some useful purpose. I knew about Mercator, but not his friends. Now none of them are a threat any longer.
Why was Mercator a threat?
Do you not recognize a necromancer when you see one?
Oh, well, herp derp.
I suspected Mercator was involved in their cult, but was unwilling to move against him without knowing the identities of his allies.
So go on.
Despite what your council may think, I've not thrown in with the necromancers and would never do so. You may pass along that message.
Alright, but Count, I was only here for the book.
Is that so? Perhaps your council has not been entirely honest with you. Do you really believe they sent you here for a book? No, they sent you here to spy on me. They've heard the same rumors I have about the Necromancer's cult.
Go on.
Tell your council that the next time they want something from me, they come themselves. They don't send someone under false pretenses.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was just a little herp derp.
Yes, I see that now. I regret that Traven has involved you in this way. At least you've survived. For now. Perhaps in the future you can be trusted enough to deal with more serious matters. Now our business here is concluded. I suggest you return to your council.
Alright. If you say so. Of course, here, hang on. You are low on health, and I have something for that. You will give me a second here. I must find it. You must select this, and I will shoot you with it. And it's going to feel nice and good. Ah, you made me miss. Now I have to recharge all kinds of magicka. Now hold still when I do this. Or I guess you're not going to hold still. You're going to keep walking like an Oompa Loompa. Boom, there you go. That will heal a lot of your health, and now I must be leaving. Alright, back to the Arcane University, I guess. They tricked us. They wanted us to spy on the Count. Why would they want us to do that? Honest merchants are not interested in stolen goods, you idiot. Why would you try to sell someone stolen goods? Would you want to intentionally get them in trouble? And if you wanted to get them in trouble and you're a thief, wouldn't you just use pickpocketing and put it in their pockets? I don't know. Whatever. Whatevs. We're just going to go in here, and he's asleep again. Okay. I suppose we will just wait more. Ah, you spend so many hours of this game waiting. Whoa, there's a chair there, and I did not notice. Because I'm blind, apparently. Let's wait another hour because Raminus Polus is still not awake. Here you are. Okay, this chair needs to be moved.
Have you been to Skingrad and seen Count Hasseldor?
Yeah, and I know all about what you just tried to do to me.
Saved you, did he? Well, that's a good sign. I must apologize. It was never the Council's intention to put you in harm's way.
Why didn't you tell me the truth?
The Count's unique nature is not public knowledge. The Council wishes to keep it that way. At the time, it was believed that there was no reason to inform you, since it was not crucial to the task you were given. For that reason, He was unable to disclose more about his true identity to you. Clearly, that judgment was in error. I apologize.
Alright, well, why was I sent to Skingrad?
Archmage Travin feared that sending a high-ranking official with the guild might draw too much attention and provoke a reaction from the Count. We were also concerned that it might drive any necromancers in the area underground, making them more difficult to root out.
I see.
We simply wanted to survey the situation in Skingrad. Our relationship with Hasseldor is tenuous at best. The Council has agreed to keep his nature a secret, and in exchange, he occasionally provides us with useful information.
Why does Hasseldor aid it? And actually, really quick, guys, I'm going to explain, since he's still keeping rather mum on it, and I guess you're just expected to figure out. Count Hasseldor is a vampire. Just saying.
As a vampire, the Count has few allies he can trust. He has disguised his nature from most, but cannot hide it from the Council of Mages, so he approached us with an accord. As you have seen, that agreement is under a great deal of strain lately. The Count does not agree with certain policies the Guild has established.
You protect a vampire?
It's not quite that simple. Hasseldor is powerful, to be sure, but the Council does not consider him to be a threat. After all, he has ruled over Skingrad for quite some time, without incident.
So you no longer trust him?
We feared Hasseldor may have been involved with the necromancers. Thanks to your involvement, it would seem that he is not. At least, not for the moment. We will continue to monitor the situation, but I assure you, we will make no further attempts to mislead you. You have done your job
Good,
admirably.
because I will use Avada Kedavra on you if you do that again. Alright, now advancement. What new advancement do we get?
Your services to the Guild have not gone unnoticed. As of this moment, you have gained the rank of Evoker. Along with your new rank, please take this amulet. May it help keep you safe in times of danger.
Spell Drinker Amulet. Let's check out what that does. Let's see. Right now we are wearing the base Amulet of Reflection, which reflects spell. And the new amulet we get is Spell Absorption, 18 points on self. Let's use that. And what is this? Weather Ward's Circlet. Except, actually, yeah, we'll go with that.
Prefer to just listen to people talk. Some of the conversations they have are truly remarkable.
So do I. I love eavesdropping. Isn't it fun? Makes people all nice and riled, and it also gives you thousands of mundane tasks. Like, you'd be amazed how many inane side quests I've done while I've been leveling. Like, it's just a bunch of stupid side quests for gold or other useless items I just did off camera just for the lulz to get some money and maybe an occasional enchanted item. But really, as far as the story goes, they were completely pointless. It wouldn't have mattered and probably would have been pretty boring to watch. So, let's see. I suppose we will go get our next task from Raminus Polis instead of just wandering around like a noob. Mages Guild Halls. Ah.
Greetings,
I'm so
Evoker.
happy to see you. I could burst.
Okay. That's kind of creepy. Let's not talk to that
Hello,
person.
Evoker.
Because I think they're a stalker.
I have a new task for you, and I assure you there are no necromancers involved.
Oh no, please let there be necromancers involved. I would love to destroy all of them for how long it took to find the master alchemy apparatuses. Like, in order to get master alchemy apparatuses, you have to find them in Conjurer Dungeon boss chests and Necromancer Dungeon boss chests. And there's, like, an incredibly small, like 1 in 64 chance you'll find the item you want. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying. It took so long, but at any rate...
Are you ready for it? If not, I understand you've been through quite a bit lately.
I'm ready.
Very well. There's a research project going on at one of the Alien ruin sites on the eastern side of the province. Irlav Jarol is in charge of the project and is apparently in need of some help. I thought you might need a break after the things you've been exposed to lately. You can find Irlav in the Archmage's tower.
Alright, let's talk about Irlav Jarol, I suppose.
He's a good man, but council matters have distracted him lately and he's been neglecting his other work.
Alright, well, let's
Fantastic.
talk to this person.
Thanks for asking.
Everyone's saying there's trouble in Kabul.
So, we have to go in there. Well, luckily we can use my chameleon spell. It's 100% chameleon spells are better than invisibility spells.
Nothing I'd like to talk
Because you can get away with anything when you have 100% chameleon on yourself. Alright, now we can go up here.
What's going on with you?
And see, no one can see us at the moment. Except when we
You're
talk to
about
them.
Vatican, are you? It's a damn shame. I haven't been giving the project the attention it deserves. The last report I received from Skalil indicated there was some sort of problem. A blocked passage or something that they couldn't get past. I'd investigate it further, but I'm needed here with the council. Ramanis says you've got a good head on your shoulders. Look into it for me, will you? You can find Skalil at the site. Access is restricted, so you'll need this key.
Alright, well, I think that will be the last thing we do for this episode. I mean, we've already, like you said, been through a lot. We've been randomly attacked by necromancers. We found out the count of one of the major cities of Cyrodiil's a vampire. And I've shown off in Gleam. So, I suppose this is Sensei Mewtwo 12345 ending this gaming lesson.